Well, here we are again. We're back with strategy guide time, ready for this week's qualifying session. The F1 calendar is drawing to a close with the Abu Dhabi Gp this weekend, with plenty to play for between McLaren and Ferrari. But the F1 Clash season does not stop there. We keep rolling until around May, and it's another GP event this weekend and week to get stuck into. So hopefully you've got some upgrades through the sprints. Really do hope. You remember we usually live on a Monday and Tuesday at our sprints on YouTube and Twitch. But we're going to give you all the details and best of my knowledge to try and help you get through to the weekend's racing. So, no shock, I've already mentioned it. The Formula 1 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix is in F1 Clash for the duration of this week. Now, remember, on a Wednesday when you qualify, it is completely random and based on entry time. Thursday and Friday will see you go against people more to your level, so don't be disheartened if you don't get through on a Wednesday. Naturally, Thursday is your most easiest day, so make sure to check that one out. Now, the boost this week. Charles Leclerc, 10% boost, epic, rare, common, and we've also got some big parts as well, Nemesis and Cyclone. So it's going to be a busy week on the big parts and drivers, and we're also going to have, obviously, Leclerc and then parts in the crates as well. So, yeah, it's going to be, could be expensive for some players, but it's a big player, big part week as well. Now, what do we have coming up this week? Remember, we have sponsor tasks available for the first time in Junior, Challenger, Contender and Champion. Make sure to go ahead and watch my sponsor tasks video to get some more information on that. But as you can see, here they are in all its glory. Basically, you have to complete them to get extra rewards. Make sure to go and check that video out. So, with that, what have we got coming up this week? We're going to go ahead and we're going to go for Abu Dhabi in the dry. 7 lap count for Abu Dhabi, remember. We're then off to Hungary for race number 2. It is 8 laps, 100% rain, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. We've then got another tricky track in Monaco for race number 3. That is in the dry. And then Austria rounds off in race number 4 in the dry, 10 laps. So building up the lap count through the qualifying session. Some awful races at the weekend, but we'll pick up at that at the weekend. So, with that, let's go into our track maps. Now remember, our track maps try and cover all areas where we can. I'm going to give you as much knowledge as I can as well, and that will be verbally, so don't just take the screenshots. Listen to what I've got to say if you want to get the best out of these coming track maps, and make sure to join our Discord. The link is in the comments below. We can help you. That's all we want you to do. Get through to the final rounds, get some decent prizes as well. So, let's go and take a look. Into the strategy area we will go. And it's time for our strategy talk then. So, imagine you're on the pit wall. Imagine we're in the big race trucks at the back. This is where we are. And I'm giving you, the driver, the strategies to follow. So if you haven't seen these before, we give you the strategies to follow. We give you the track map in the top right where you can see where to push, medium and conserve as well. And then you've also got some alternative strategies that you can follow with the very best boosts on the game too. So first of all, you're going to want your tyre management drivers. So any driver with increased tyre management is going to be beneficial around here, and you want a speed setup. I do like the full speed setups. You can add a little bit of qualifying, but I do like that full speed setup. So champions and contender, 3 soft, 4 medium, and a 4 medium 3 soft is pretty much doable from around 65-70 tyre management roughly. And you've got the alternative in there for Challenger and Junior, 2 soft, 2 soft, 3 medium, and a 3 medium, 2 soft, 2 soft. Challenger alternative with Junior, 3 medium, 4 hard, and a 4 hard, 3 medium if you don't like the 2-stop. Now, into the boosts right down at the bottom. These are the boosts that include both of the track stats. Dead fast. We've got Eternal Flame, we've got Eagle, and there's other boosts that are available that don't include both. Firework, Eclipse, Street Shark and Palm are also very good round here. In the top of your screen you will see the track map The red is where you want to be aggressive. Push the engine mode. That is where you can make overtakes. The yellow is where you're going to leave it on that medium power unit engine mode. And the blue, hit the conserve, gain the power unit, because that is where you're going to want to gain some power unit to then attack in them red zones. Warning, this track is very, very tough. It's not for the faint-hearted. It's going to be a tricky one. In Champions, it's an awful track. So hopefully you can master it with this help all the way through. So let's go and take a look at our second trap then. We're going off to Hungary for race number 2, and eventually I will find it. Here we go. So this is a wet circuit this week in qualifying, 8 laps fully wet. It's defending drivers that you will require, and it will be cornering car that you will require as well. So make sure to change your setups accordingly. Now it is in the wet, champions and contender, 4 wet, 4 wet. Pretty easy, straightforward. You can potentially go 5 wet, 3 wet, but I don't feel you can push too much. I would stick with the 4-4, unless you want to try and undercut or overcut from the back, of course. And then Challenger and Junior, 2 wet, 3 wet, 3 wet, and a 3 wet, 3 wet, 2 wet. Anyone in Challenger, just be warning that Max Verstappen does like to do a 4 wet, 4 wet, who is super fast at Hungary. You need about 50 tyre management to be able to get 4 wet through your setup and strategy. The boosts, there's a lot of them that you can use. My personal favourite, we've got Prince on there, and yeah, Hook is very good too. We've got Movember, Jin, Tsar, Cranberry, Reindeer and Downforce all include both of the track stats. Top right then, you can see the track map. You've got that big straight, start-finish straight where you want to go blue, and just a second straight really blue as well. There's a lot of good overtaking opportunities, but it's a very difficult track. So again, Hutch have not been easy for this qualifying session, but at least this gives you the advantage as to knowing where to push and where not to. And then we move on to race number 3, and trust me, it doesn't get any more easier. It really doesn't. We're off to Monaco for race number 3. It is dry. It is defending again. It is cornering again. So you don't need to change your setup or your drivers. Monaco, you might fancy a little bit more qualifying because it is so hard to overtake. Now, it is dry. 4 medium across the board is the best strategy to follow. You need a good 50 tyre management roughly to do 4 mediums. If you don't, you could go for the hards. At the front though, you can take something like basically additional tyres as well as defending or cornering. You could even rock out a 4 soft, but you're going to need around 90-95 tyre management to get 4 soft in there. So do review your strategy, see if you can maybe get them softs. We've got the same boosts as last time: Hook, Movember, Prince, Jin, Tsar, Cranberry, Reindeer and Downforce ready to go for Monaco. And you can see the top right then. Conserve down the straight, up the hill as well. Conserve through the tunnel. And the rest of it is pretty much an overtaking spot. Into the Nouvelle chicane, the swimming pool section and the final corner. All posed for great attacking threats. So Monaco is tough. These 3 are tough. Really tough. It's going to be a tricky start to life at qualifying. And I mean, Austria is pretty tough as well. It doesn't get any easier. Again, it is difficult. It's defending drivers still, but this time you want speed on your car. So take off cornering, go for speed. It's in the dry, so 4 soft, 2 soft, and a 5 medium for champions and contender. Challenger and Junior, 4 medium, 3 soft, and a 3 soft, 4 medium. The boosts, Rainbow's the best boost round here. You've got Tulip, Voice, and Warrior that you can use too. Top right track map, you've got 3 places to conserve your power unit. You've got a 3 or 4 in there for yellow and a few attacking ones as well. It's good for a good start on this circuit because it is tough. AI Leclerc is super fast round the Red Bull ring as well. So it's going to be hard to try and overtake at times. But that is your qualifying guide ready for Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. The Formula 1 Grand Prix is arriving with Leclerc, Nemesis and Cyclone, so make sure to give it your very best shot. Go and hit the like button on this video as well. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already to show your support to the channel, and leave a comment down below. Are you glad? Did you get this far in the video? Are you glad that the track guides and strategy maps are back for you?